Hello! Are you in the education industry? Well, today we are going to talk about trends in where Chinese students are going to school overseas. Traditionally, the United States and the United Kingdom were the number one place where they were going for private school, like secondary private schools, university, and PhDs. They are still the number two countries. However, since the pandemic, things have been changing slightly. The amount of students going to America and the United Kingdom is going down a little bit. And instead, countries like Japan, Singapore, and Malaysia, and even Thailand are getting more Chinese students. Why is this so? Well, there are a number of reasons. One is the pandemic. During the pandemic, a lot of Chinese were concerned about the racism that some Asians received in America and the United Kingdom. But also, Asian countries had a very different approach to the pandemic than America, where people have a lot more varying political views, especially libertarians who didn't believe that the government should be telling them what to do, not just libertarians, but conservatives. And also there was Trump, who didn't make up his mind on what was happening. Meanwhile, in other countries, even Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea, people have a more communitarian point of view, and they locked down for a couple of weeks, and things were back to normal within a couple months. So actually, that is shorter time indoors than in America, where we had like 2 years. What are some other reasons? Well, the Chinese economy isn't doing spectacular at the moment, and the cost of going to school in the West is quite expensive. So why not go to school in countries closer to home that are cheaper? Also, because of geopolitics, Chinese are a little bit worried about going to some countries, especially countries like Canada and America, where even Chinese Americans have been watched by the government. This doesn't mean that there are some truth to what's been going on, considering that some Chinese have been found to be spies. But there are concerns from Chinese that they will be treated differently when they come to these countries. This is the unfortunate situation that we are in at the moment. However, the other important thing to realize is that Chinese schools are beginning to do a lot better. Not beginning, they have been doing a lot better, especially universities. And if the Chinese universities are doing better, Chinese people care more about going to their own universities than coming to schools like Yale and Harvard and just normal American schools. And so that depletes the need to go to secondary school or high school or whatever in America or the United Kingdom, which is actually important for everybody, because Chinese who come to America and the United Kingdom pay a lot of money to come to school here, and that pays teachers. And if we lose a lot of students coming from China, the teachers who are paid might need to take a salary cut. So this is one effect of other countries developing, because countries like America and the United Kingdom benefit a lot off of students from other countries coming. So even if you disagree with some of the points of views of Chinese families, these are their concerns, and it is changing the education landscape. Goodbye.